Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my challenge that was given to me by Tom, which was to complete this wonderful game in 50 hours. To define a few things, by 50 hours he means game time. So that means whatever's saved at the bottom, whenever I save it, it gives you a time of the length of the game and that. That's the time I'm going through, I'm not going to marathon it all in 50 hours. So it may be over the course of a month, how quick can I complete the game, retrospectively. Also, it is a no sphere grid challenge. So it defines what, that entails, and it's written on GameFAQs that no sphere grids actually means you can't use the sphere grid, but you can use the spheres for other things. So I will be using the spheres. I won't be able to level up using them though. There are multiple stuff I can do with the spheres outside of the game, like customize weapons or, level up abilities for the Aeons. Because that's another thing, he told me I couldn't level up my characters, but I can level up my summons, my Aeons, whatever. Also, I am allowed to die, so there may be a few game overs. I also am allowed to keep on re-attempting certain bits if I wanted to. For example, say if I want a specific item from an enemy I can only encounter once, then I can save it beforehand and keep on revisiting that fight until I get that item. It's ultimately what I end the game with. And if I feel that I'm not going to do it in 50 hours, I'm not going to waste everyone's time by constantly, reloading it from, I don't know, a save file from 3 weeks ago. It's going to be a recent one. Sorry that I've just stopped it on this screen, by the way. It's just that I want to explain the defined details first before getting started, because I'm going to get a lot more hectic once it's started, because every second counts. So yeah, basically, no sphere grid, 50 hours game time. I'm going to ask though, if I'm allowed 2 hours or 5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of leeway, because if I remember rightly, the cinematics cannot be skipped, and I saw a video on YouTube where there's a video that's 2 hours long of just the cinematics, so I might ask, is it worth adding 2 hours onto my total game time because of that? But yeah, I think that's all. I don't really know the differences between standard or expert, but I'm not going to use them anyway, so it doesn't matter. So let's go expert, baby. I've always only played it with standard. I never knew there was a difference. Oh, I do know there's something in this scene though. If I'm tapping select like I am right now, I can skip the very start of that, which is Tidus walking by the campfire of your party, a scene that you will already see later on in the game, but it's also a scene that's shown to you when you're launching the game for the first time. You guys may have not spotted it yet, but you would notice I'm not doing the HD remaster of the game. I've got the original release, the platinum copy of it as well. I don't know if it's PAL. I think it's PAL, but I don't think it really matters when you're trying to rush through the game. What else? Oh, if you're here waiting to see all the plot in detail, this isn't going to be the best place to be, because scenes like this, or whenever someone's trying to talk to me, if I can skip it, I will skip it to save time overall, because every second is going to count. For instance, I'm already trying to skip this scene because it's pointless. But yeah, I'm gonna cut through a lot of the dialogue. So if you were expecting to hear all the conversations and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but I will be cutting those short. So it may be a bit jumpy, blah 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 blah. You may hear Oren and Tidus have conversations of just hey, bah, because I'm just tapping the X button to get past all the chattiness. But there is our main character right there. Come on. Let's go. I don't think there's any items around here anyway, so let's just run forward. And if I remember rightly, you need to talk to these kids to get your name sorted. Yes, I can sign this.
No problem.
Let's call him... yeah, let's call him me. Fuck it. I think he's a douche though. But it's just so you guys know it's authentic and it's me playing it. Unless there's another Let's Player out there that's already named him Tyler. I was thinking about calling him a douche because there is enough space to actually fit a douche in there. But yeah, the next one's... no, not the kid. Just lost some time. The girls. Oh yes, Jesus Christ. I've got some coffee by the side of me as well, so I'm just taking a swig of that while this is happening.
If I score a goal, I'll do this.
I'll do this. Illuminati. Oh, his hands are a bit closer. Alright. What are you doing after the game? Want some VIP tickets? Goddamn Titus, you dirty bastard. But yeah, there we go. We skip it forward.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
By the way, you will hear me refer to him as either Titus or Titus. I don't know the proper pronunciation of his name. I don't actually care. Either way works, to be honest.
You can't tonight.
I don't think they officially say his name on these games. I think they say it in Dissidia, but I can't remember what they did actually call him. If it was Titus or Titus. But I don't know, what do you guys call him? You know, T-dus or Ty-dus. I always sometimes just call him Titus because of my name, you know, Tyler, so... Either way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't give a damn. You know who I'm referring to. The douche. That, you know, the one with blonde hair. Oh, you can already hear me tapping frustratedly the buttons because I want to skip these scenes. To give you the long and short of it, the guy up in the billboard is Jekt, Titus's dad, or Titus's dad. He disappeared a little while ago, and you'll find out later. Also, apologies if you're watching this and you haven't played the game and you don't want any spoilers. I may drop a spoiler in the future, so that's a preemptive alert. And this is not an important character talking right now, it's a commentator for a game that's just about to happen. And I could talk to all these people, but they don't give me anything. They all have something kind of cool to say, but I don't care. Just trying to get through this game as quickly as possible. And I'm not a speedrunner, so for all those watching being like, oh, you know, let's see how quickly he can do this. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it quickly at all, by a long shot. Come on, get out of the way. Yeah, you can't actually dodge them, I don't think. There we go. The next scene, I know for a fact, I don't think you can skip. Because I remember ages ago when I played it, I thought, oh crap, I accidentally clicked a button and I thought I was going to skip it when I actually wanted to watch it. Yeah, I can't skip it. Pressed all of the fucking buttons just then. But this was an awesome scene when the game came out. Because these kind of graphics weren't around in this velocity, if you know what I mean. There were games that had this quality of detail, but not throughout the entire game. And, you know, Final Fantasy X doesn't have it throughout the whole game, but it is a fucking long game. So, you know, the fact that a lot of it is has got cinematics like this is like, whoa. Even now, watching it on my very small TV, I'm like, yeah, that's believable. You know, not HD graphics by a long shot, but, you know, very good graphics that still stand up today. That's Auron. Probably one of my most favourite characters on this game. Because he's just a badass. And that is Sin. Or a version of Sin, I don't know. And this is a sport that's underwater. I don't know if I'll be playing this in the game because the only main advantage of playing Blitzball throughout the game is that you can get one half of the thing that unlocks Waka's best weapon. I think it's the Jupiter Crest or Sigil, I can't remember. Sigil, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth actually getting it. There will be Blitzball being played because there is a game that I will have to play against Luca Goers, but will I be getting Waka's weapon? Probably not, because I think you need to have to win a certain amount before it's even unlocked, and then you have to win a league to get it. And by the time I got it, even if I had it, I don't think Waka's going to be hitting much more than 99999 anyway. Wait, 99999. No, it's not going to hit 4 9s, if you know what I mean. It's going to be weak as hell because I can't level him up. Also, I would like to know how he caught on to that. He was upside down, he proper had to flip and fall. And he's quite high up, as you saw there. So he was upside down in the air, 50 feet up, you would say, and then managed to spin and grab hold of something? Yeah, but anyway. Basically, shit's getting real. And, you know, as much as I am a Final Fantasy fanboy, I would have called myself a fanboy, especially when this came out. I have no idea what actually happens, like the main plot of this game, why Tidus and Auron actually exist and stuff like that. Yes, Auron. Yeah, I can skip this. That was what I was going to warn you about, that I was going to do that a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of people that tried defining why... I can't really talk about it without going straight into spoilers, but... how these guys exist in 2 different times, because soon Tidus is about to go 1,000 years into the future. And it's one of those things where it's like, I can't explain why or how it all happens. And a lot of people are under the assumptions, you know, the critics of Final Fantasy, that the entire plot of the game was difficult to understand. But if you want it explained to you over the course of 2 hours, then talk to a Final Fantasy fanboy. And I just sat there like, I don't know what's going on either. Spoony, I'm referring to there, by the way. Spoony got a lot of crap for being really critical over the Final Fantasy games, but I love Final Fantasy. He's fucking right, though. You know, Final Fantasy VIII was one of my guilty pleasures that I loved, and he teared it up, and everyone was mad at him about it. He didn't lie. He said shit that was directly in the game. And, you know, he was right about Final Fantasy X and certainly right about 13 as well.
Not this way.
But yeah, talking about the game again, I thought this scene was incredible. That it went straight from this to this scene. So, you know, to see that happen with almost no loading in between it was like, whoa. It was very clever. You gotta think though, you know, I'm impressed by all that stuff. You gotta think we were saving on memory cards that only had 8 megabytes in them. And now we have consoles, like, you know, like when the Xbox 360 came out with the 250 gig capacity on that, I just sat there and I just thought, how many memory cards is that? You know, stacked up next to it. I don't know. Oh, and sorry if my conversations and narration consists of me randomly going from one topic to another really quickly, or if I fumble a lot of words, or I murmur or mutter something really quickly. If you can't understand my accent while I'm talking really quickly, I am not surprised. But I am doing this in a rush, because I don't want to lose this there. Like, I don't mind being shot if I fuck up. But the one thing, I just want to prove that I can do it. Or at least come close to doing it. I don't want to let anyone down. But I feel like I will if I don't keep my brain on high alert the entire time. I hope you know how to use it. Well, I do. Because it's a sword. It comes with an instruction manual, you swing it. There we go. These ones don't matter, so you can just cut through them. What happened there? There you go, I just lost a few seconds, which probably will come in important near the end. I just want to cut through the ones in front of me, so I'm just going to tap the attack buttons on the ones that are important. The ones behind me, I don't care about. Oh Christ, got the spines attack. Oh no, 70. Hey, you got it. You got it. You got it. Rush on ahead. But yeah, sorry that I'm hectically talking. Or maybe in the future just going, come on, come on, come on, come on, because that's literally what's going through my head when like this starts slowing down. As I said probably earlier, I'm not a speedrunner, but I'm going to treat this as fast as I can without leveling up. That's something I'm worried about, but the other thing is completing it comfortably within 50 hours as well. Because I saw online that a lot of people, when they played this game, they completed it 60 to 50 hours, roughly, if they treated the game seriously, like on their first playthrough. And I was like, I completed it in just over 30 hours. Did I just run through and skip everything then? And then I saw that there's speedrunners that have done it in 9 hours, and I was like, holy shit, you know? Get out of my town! Yeah. Some can't wait to die. Overdrives. Yeah, blah blah blah. I don't know if I should use his overdrive, but it hits everyone, so I'm going to. Oh shit. Oh, I fucked it up! That's not a good way to start it. Well, it kills everyone anyway. I'm not going to be worried about healing my characters on this one, because all this guy can cast is Demi. He can't actually attack me. So it might be worth just attacking him back. I know I could do I know I could have done Tyler's overdrive there, but I really don't want to because I might save it for later. Oh. Yeah, Demi is a gravity attack and it only affects like a percentage of your health, so it's kind of cool when you know that. You see, if you've been paying attention to the damage it's been doing to me, it's only took chunks out of my energy and it's been slowly getting smaller and smaller. Look, like the last one hit Oren like 100 I think, now it's only hitting 76 because it's doing it with percentages. I can just use a potion afterwards. Yes. He dies. Also, I'm probably going to keep these episodes around 20 minutes or maybe 15 minutes because my capture gets a bit... well, it's not the capture. My laptop struggles to capture when it's 20 minutes because it's kind of old and it does heat up and overheat pretty quickly. And the difference between 50 minutes and 20 minutes is a lot. I can't access the menus from here, so I can't heal my character, but I can access a save point, and I'm going to save. That's going to be my first part, ladies and gentlemen. That's my big playthrough right there. I'm going to save over this one that's called Zidane.